Vicky was a simple boy living in a small town. He had always believed in love, but he had never experienced true love himself. There was an unfulfilled desire in Vicky's heart, something even he couldn't fully understand. One day, he met Emily Jack, a new girl in town. Emily had a sweet and innocent personality. She was like an open book, ready for anyone to read. Vicky felt something special the moment he saw her. There was a depth in her eyes that pulled him in. Their meetings became frequent. They would go to college together, talk for hours, and lose track of time. An unspoken bond was forming between them, one they both felt but couldn't name. One day, Emily told Vicky, "I don't know why, but meeting you makes me feel like I'm finding myself. You're the person who can complete my unfinished story." Hearing this, Vicky stayed silent for a while. His heart was pounding, but he was afraid of losing himself in this relationship. He was falling in love, but at the same time, he feared the uncertainty of it. Vicky's mind was caught in Emily's words. He knew by now that he was in love with her, but somewhere deep inside, he feared losing her. As their closeness grew, Vicky still hesitated to express his feelings. One evening, they were sitting in a green field just outside the town. The sun was setting, and there was an eerie calm all around. Emily was gazing at the sky, while Vicky quietly admired her. His eyes were full of unspoken questions, but his lips refused to move. Suddenly, Emily held Vicky's hand and said, "Vicky, I'll be leaving this town soon. My dad got transferred, and we have to leave next week." Vicky's heart sank. It felt like his entire world was collapsing. His voice trembled as he asked, "Then what about us?" Emily interrupted him. "I don't know, Vicky. Maybe we should leave things as they are. I don't want our relationship to become a burden." Tears welled up in Vicky's eyes. For the first time, he realized how important it was to express his love. But maybe it was too late now. Silently, he let go of her hand and walked away without saying a word. Emily watched him leave but couldn't find the courage to stop him. Vicky's heart was heavy with pain, not just from the loss of love, but also from the regret of never fully expressing it. That night, Vicky couldn't sleep. Every moment with Emily replayed in his mind, her words, her laughter, every shared memory. The next day, he went to see her, but her house was empty. She had already left, forever. Vicky stood there, broken-hearted, with tears streaming down his face. He understood that he had lost the most precious relationship of his life. After Emily left, Vicky's life seemed to come to a halt. Every day, the same streets and the same memories haunted him. He tried to lose himself in work and with friends, but everywhere he went, Emily's memories followed him. His heart felt empty, and his life seemed meaningless. One day, Vicky found an old diary of Emily's that she had accidentally left behind in his room. As he flipped through the pages, he came across something that made his heart stop. Emily had written about him, "Vicky, you're the one I love the most, but I'm leaving because I don't want to become a burden to you. I know you love me too, but you never said it. I waited, but maybe this was meant to be." Vicky's hands shook and tears streamed down his face. He realized that he had missed his chance to say what was in his heart, and now it was too late. Weeks passed, and Vicky decided it was time to change. He knew that Emily's memories would always stay with him, but he could rebuild his life. He wrote one last letter to Emily, which he never sent. "Emily, I love you, and maybe I always will. You taught me how important it is to express love. I wanted to stop you, but I know you're happy wherever you are. You've left me incomplete, but your memories will always be a part of me. If fate ever brings us together again, I'll express my love without hesitation." He placed the letter in his diary and decided to move on. Emily was gone from his life, but her love would live on in Vicky's heart forever.